Ladies and gentlemen, this is a video that I am upset and sad that I have to make at this point in time. I am a backer of Star Citizen for the last 4 years. I've been around with the game since 3.0. And I just want to make one thing clear. In that 4 years, I have not only spent money on Star Citizen, but on the peripherals. The game had no other planets except for like Hurston. You couldn't go down on Orison. You could really do not much except for explore a handful of moons and like Lorville. As far as I can remember, there was nothing really more than that. Maybe Area 18 might have been in there at this time. But today has been the final straw for me as a backer of CIG and a player of this wonderful experience. As I stated at the beginning, I take no happiness in making this video. This is something that I have tried to put off doing. I've tried to be patient, and I'm just fed up, man. I'm fed the fuck up. One thing I'm really curious about though is to know exactly how much there was paying Summit to play during the Invictus event. Ever since the event has ended, I've been checking up on him, and I haven't seen that man on Star Citizen one time. And just to show you, right here is his schedule. So I'd like to know what they paid this man to get on there and lie to his community. And then not only that, he brings Shroud into the game. And I know how the YouTube community thinks, right? Bigger number, better person. Let Shroud tell you guys his opinion before I give you mine. Take a look.
Star Citizen another chance that has such great potential. I disagree. I think it has absolutely no potential currently. The only thing that it's good for is flying around and shooting stuff. But I could just go play a different game if I want us to fly around and shoot stuff. Not a game that costs me hundreds of dollars to buy a ship, you know? Also, that game runs like fucking dog shit. I can't believe it ran so bad.
Work overnight when they get server replication and meshing to work or something
I feel like
that,
the community has been brainwashed.
Or
manipulation. What is happening? This isn't real.
We're in.
There should be a study on
up.
this. It's been 12 years, right? What do you mean 2 more years, 3 more years, 4 more years? How there needs to be a study on this. It's a cult. I swear to God, it's a cult. We lost Summit. We lost him. We lost him. It's a fucking cult. We lost.
I don't agree with him in calling the community cult-like, because they do see the issues for the most part. At least the smart ones do. But there are those few people that no matter what CIG does or doesn't do, they will just take up for the game. I don't know if they're employed there or what, but they overlook obvious issues and they deal in nonsense when they argue. Like, you can't speak with these type of people. So I just wanted to drop that in there real quick and let you guys see the opinion of a man that plays video games for a living, and he's got a pretty good grip on what the future would hold for a game like this. With that being said, I hope he's wrong. Let's continue. These updates that they make all these different statements saying that, oh, we're adding this and this and this, and get everybody super excited, for example, with cargo, just for it to not make it in at the last second. No, there's nothing leading up to that with them saying, look guys, we're having trouble, this may not make it in. They state nothing like that. They just wait until basically the day of or a handful of days before, and they say, oh yeah, the patch is coming, but this didn't make it in. So we can all sit here and be super hyped up for weeks at a time, excited for this, and it just doesn't come. We're in 3.2, 3.1. Everybody, when 3.2, 3.0 dropped, stated that, oh, cargo's coming next update. It's no big deal. We'll get it. Just be patient. I did that. I've been patient. 3.2, 3.1 is out. We have no cargo, and the game is in a worse state than I've ever seen. Even in 3.0, I could walk. I could move around. It didn't feel like there was input lag. Dude, I'm on a 144 hertz monitor. It's not the nicest, but it's up there. It's decent. I got a decent system. I don't want to sit here and rattle off all the specs, but it's fine. I don't have any issues running any other high-end games. And I understand Star Citizen is a little bit more taxing. But when you're dealing with situations like unfinished gameplay loops and horrible frames and a community that you can't really talk to, and this isn't for everybody. Many of the community is open and understanding that, hey, the game is not in a good state. And when you go in the chat, you expect people to be understanding when you go in there and you vent your frustrations. But they just turn around and insult you and make you feel Like your opinion means nothing because it doesn't match up with them. And I feel like that has to do with the amount of money that they've spent back in this game. It is an expensive game that you can dump thousands of dollars into, which isn't a bad thing. This game can be phenomenal. This game can change the whole landscape of gaming. But the way that they're doing it, worrying about these features and adding this and these ships and bunch of bullshit that doesn't matter if the game itself runs like trash. The game gets 15 frames a second on planet, 20 on a fucking station off planet. You're not loading that much. Warzone is loading a massive map with 100 plus players, all of them looking at different things. And on top of that, they can incorporate one of the hardest thing there is to make in gaming, a kill cam. You're not going to tell me with all the money that CIG has received in backing that they cannot up the ante with this quality. The game is a laggy, FPS dropping, bug-filled fucking mess. I'm sick of being optimistic. I'm sick of trying to look at the bright side. I'm sick of being, look at that scenery, but there's no gameplay to go along with it. The only fleshed out gameplay loop that you can even consider is bounty hunting. And even that isn't right. If you get attacked in a fucking armistice zone, if you come under fire and retaliate like I did in this fucking video, you get a charge. Like there's no type of like differential to say, oh, he was being attacked first and retaliated to save himself. Nope. It's die to the griefer or kill the griefer and die to the station and go to Klesher regardless. It's fucking stupid. When you try to do mining, it does nothing but fucking bug and lag, and half the time I break the rock up, but the shit won't be laying on the ground for me to collect. It's a laundry list, and I'm not gonna sit here and get into it and drag this video out. I'm not trying to pad my video for time. I'm trying to let my frustrations be known. I am fed up with paying this company a fair amount of money. I probably got $500 in Star Citizen. While it's not as much as other people, it's enough to be substantial, and it's enough to piss me off that they're not worried about quality of life. The backbone of a game, people, is the ability to move. If you can't walk around nicely, fluently, with no issues, the game is trash. Right there. Full stop. The game does not work if you can't move right. That's just what it is. I'm sure I'm going to hear about this in my comments, and I look forward to it. Go ahead, but the people that actually back the game and care about the game's future are going to understand where I'm coming from. That this is a rant from love. This is a rant from being shafted, bro. We're almost in 4.0. 4.0 is scheduled to drop this summer, and we're still dealing with shit from 3.0. Horrible frames, no gameplay loops, nice-ass ships, fantastic interiors, and so much effort made into the building of these ships that they're selling. But the rest of the shit they're selling is subpar and fucking trash. Point blank, period. I don't want to call the game a scam, but if 4.0 drops, and that shit's not worked out, you can guarantee on my fucking channel a scam video incoming for Star Citizen. This is the final fucking update I'm giving them. 4.0 is a make it or fucking break it for Star Citizen to me. I appreciate whoever stops by and checks out the video with an open mind. But at this point, I'm done with Star Citizen until 4.0 drops. You guys have a great one.